So guys, last time I did a castle video, I promised you what would be next would be the army video. So guess what? Here we are. I got that order in from Brick Warriors a couple weeks ago, and I've just been piecing these together on the side. I wanted to get some things on the castle done first. As you know, last week I dropped that castle video, and let me tell you right now, there is a lot more done than what was in that video. But I did sit down here and focus on the army. I got 430 minifigs done. That's insane to me. And not only did I get those done, I still have like 30 or 40 guys thrown out in the castle. And those guys are pretty much just innocent people. They're going to be like the people that are just walking around everything else. And I have another 30 that I want to do. I want to put about 30 to 40 people kind of in that main area down there where the tables are and the huge chandeliers and everything. I want to show that off. But of course, they don't need to be in armor or helmets or anything else. They're not fighting, they're eating. After sitting here and putting all these guys together, and after seeing the way these Brick Warriors helmets look, I am going to be ordering more. Especially these champion style helmets. I really, really like them. I want to do about 25 to maybe 40 more. I don't want to push it to 50 because I don't want to just have all my guys in those helmets. I do want to show a little bit of difference. And kind of the way I've done this is I've kind of ranked them. If it's a normal person that's just going to be out there as filler, like the infantry and the pikes and stuff like that, they're not going to stand out. They're just really there for the battle themselves. So I'm not really worried about the way they look. The archers are like the one squad I don't really mind not having Brick Warrior stuff. They're not going to be anything special. They don't have helmets or anything, but they do have tons of bow and arrows. I have replaced every single bow and arrow in my entire army. Everything will be Brick Warriors from now on out. I actually just got rid of a huge chunk of my Lego bow and arrows about 2 days ago. So I mean, there's no turning back now, right? So I do have the normal infantry, I do have the archers, and now I've got some double axe welders. These guys are going to be huge. They're the first squad that I took and replaced the helmets to the Brick Warrior ones. I really like the way these look. I think they look a lot better than the normal Lego Champion ones. I really like the way the blue accents the front of the helmet. I think that it gives it that standout look. And of course, as you know from me talking about the clones, talking about the World War II, now this, and everything that I'm going to be doing in the future, what I have to stand out and be different from what everyone else is doing. Now, I do know that this isn't so different that you can't go get them. Everybody can go get this stuff, but not a lot of people are doing it to this scale. Now, I did create a group of assassin archers. These guys will be hid out in the field. I do have places kind of specifically designed for these people to go. They will be hid out almost in perfect sight. I mean, everyone knows that I am doing trees and stuff like that, so you never know where you're going to find these guys. I did go create about 5 knights and give them halberds, and then I created about 30 more knights and gave them pikes. These will also be one of the minifigures that are just kind of thrown out there in the field just for filler. I did create some long spearmen, and of course I went with some single axe guys. These single axe guys are going to be a little different. They're just going to be like the oddball crew. Don't wear helmets, don't wear anything whatsoever, no padding, no armor. They're going to kind of be like the wildlings if you've ever seen like the Game of Thrones. They're just really out there. And I also have it set up to where every one of my squads are going to have a general. Not only are they going to have a general, but they're also going to have a captain. Now that captain is going to be in charge of more than one squad, which of course there's going to be like 2 or 3 of those, and then I'm going to have a major. Now the major is going to be like the head guy. That's where I've just pretty much capped him off. I'm going to put him right underneath the king. He is going to kind of be like the Secretary of Defense. The army cannot do anything without his word. He is one of the figs that I want stationed at that war table. I did have to do some things like create some flagsmen, and I also have a band. There will be tons of other people that are kind of given instruments and stuff also in the castle, but I didn't want them to be knights. These are going to be out on the battlefield. Going to kind of have everybody some war songs to be marching to. Now I do have to go back and create some more flagsmen. I have all those red falcons or whatever you want to call those guys that are kind of headless. I do have 50 of them that need to be created, but I'm pretty much going to just make them like a special team, special squad. Those will be on their own guys, and those guys will all have Brick Warrior weapons. Now I do want to get about 200 more, but I gotta wait for that picker brick to kind of open back up, put them back on there, and then I will be done. I'm gonna cap it off somewhere around that like 700 mark. I'm gonna buy another 100, then I'm gonna put everyone that I want to put in the castle, kind of in the castle, and then I want to see how many I have left over. I really don't want this to be too jumbled up, and I don't want to waste the money on minifigs that I'm not going to use. It's just kind of pointless at this point. I was going to shoot for 1,000, but I'm going to back that down to about 700. There's just no need for them. Now next week, hopefully you'll see the rest of the castle, what I got done. Like I said, there's a ton more added to it. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen some kind of hints and stuff, but I do want to finish that entire front area by March, and I'm hoping I can get it done. That village really needs to come together, but since I don't have the base plates and everything built yet, one of the things I have been doing is building the houses. I do have a couple of those done. I can't wait to actually put all that stuff down and get all this stuff done. I want to see it together finally. But thank you for watching. Remember, if you like it, hit that like button. button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, let me know what you think. Come back next week for, of course, the castle video. Don't forget to have a Happy New Year. Peace.